Hello, my name is Neem Solanki, and I, today, complete with period skin, I'm going to be giving you a little bit of insight on this little bad boy. I call it the moon cup. I don't call it that, it's called that. It literally says moon cup on all the leaflets and things. It's like the most famous menstrual cup. I'm going to close this door as well so the boys don't hear. And yeah, I'm recording this off Zoom because we've got to use what we know, right? So this is my little moon cup. Let's start with my journey. So it all happened when some Chinese person, they were Chinese, when someone did something to a bat, blah, 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 coronavirus happened, and there were no sanitary products in the shop. Now I have my nice little organic tampons and reusable applicator, but as a dear friend of mine, Grace Elizabeth Riley, pointed out, this is the perfect time to trial this bad boy, which has been literally sitting in my drawer for a year, which I have been far too scared to use. So I realised, yeah, this is the time to use it. So it's a little silicone cuppy, and it has a stem, which is normally about that long, but I've cut it down, but I'll explain a bit more on that a bit later. And the idea is you shove it up your vag, collects blood, and you tip it out, then you give it a rinse and you shove it up there again. And it's basically like, it's really good because you're not wasting, like there's no waste, you're not putting shit into the environment, and it's reusable and it's really cost effective and blah, 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 blah. So, just take you through it, I guess. So I think the biggest thing to remember about the moon cup is that you just got to relax. Like, it's such a cliche, but you just do. If you're all tensed up, you're not going to be able to, one, get it in, or two, get it out. And I've learned both of those things the hard way because I was just like, and yes, I had an incident which was worse than the great tampon incident of December 2019 in Bath. But yeah, so inserting it, there are a few things to consider. So as every other YouTube video will tell you, there are multiple ways you can fold it. So there's this that's called the upside down smiley face, and then there's this one where you like shove it in, and then you do that. It's called, I think it's the tulip. Yeah, I guess it looks a bit tulipy. And I'm just going to tell you now, this is the easiest way to insert it, because you want to have like a point going up into you. So yeah, so the best way to do it is, for me, you want like as much openness into your vag as you can get. So I stripped off my entire bottom half every time I took it out, put it in. I put 1 foot up on the bath and I spread those legs. So, you know, like so. And I did my little tulip fold. And I kind of held it like this with my finger here, I'll bring on the base, shove this in, and then just push it, like you shove that bit in, and then you, like, your finger kind of glides in with it at the same time, and then like it's in there, and then you push it up with the base, and you push it up through the tip. If you're pushing loads and there's still sort of the stem coming out, then the stem probably needs a bit of a trim. Yeah, mine could probably do with like another nodule coming off, to be honest, but it's easier to like get it out a bit when you've got a bit of pull, but I'll come on to that. Again, it's much easier if you're relaxed, if you're completely ungrossed about your vagina. If you're grossed out about getting to know your vag in like lots of deep and personal levels and stuff, then this is honestly not good for you. But you shouldn't be, because it's your vag. Okay. Yes, so folds. So I think the moon cup leaf, it says you can keep it for 8 hours, but I've read and listened to YouTube videos that say 12. I get mine for 12 each time, so I put it in. I woke up at like 7:30, leave it in, and then take it out at like 7, 7:30 in the evening as well. When I was working from home because Corona, I would change it in the middle of the day because just why not? So yeah, that was no issue. I thought that sleeping in it would be a big deal and that would overfill, but no, turns out I don't bleed as much as I thought I did, and I thought I bled like fucking loads. But if you are concerned, obviously, like about how much you bleed and overflowing and stuff, then just you know yourself. I would wear a liner in your pants because as soon as it's overflowing, you'll have a little bit of drip of blood, um, and so that's a pretty good indicator that it's time. Otherwise, though, like it shouldn't wreck your pants at all. Yeah, I'd go so far as saying wear a light colour, maybe not white, but light. How long? Cervix. I've been through that. I've done STEM, Bobby. I'm not says STEM. Oh yeah, STEM. I had a crib sheet on the back of my implant information sheet saying that actually not 3 years, you can have it for 4 because you know the guidance changed and stuff. Okay, so taking it out. Now, there are a few things that are important here. Oh, wait, no, before we go to taking it out, let's go back to having it in. Being active should be fine, as long as you don't, yeah, I don't know, you should be fine, you know your body. When it's in properly, you should not be able to feel it in you at all, so if you can feel any part of it, if you can feel it when you walk, you can feel it when you move, it's not in properly. You need to have it, like that vacuum needs to be, great noise, that needs to be like that. So it needs to be like up there and like, you know when you have a tampon in and it's like perfect and you just can't feel a fucking thing. But then if you go and pee and you wipe and you don't take your tampon out and it feels like you pulled it out a bit, like that's what it feels like, that feeling is what it feels like if it's not in properly. So yeah, it might, like a lot of times I put it in, thought it was fine, then like sat down in bed or something and been like, nope. And then literally, just stick your finger up. If you feel this, just give it a little push up. And also clench your pelvic muscles as you're doing it, because it will just push up into your body. So this leads us on to our next bit of taking it out. You need to push that baby out as if it's a literal baby, okay? You need to, as if you're trying, like straining for a big poo, push it out, because that will make it like sink further down. And so what I would do is stick your fingers up, and stick that up actually, like that, until you can feel the stem. Grab the stem and pull it down while you're thrusting until you can feel the base. I don't know why I'm not using this. So thrust, and then you can feel the stem, then pull it down a bit more until you can feel the base, and that's when you need to sort of edge this up, give it a squeeze, and then pull it out. Don't be vigorous and hard with it, it will just come. But yeah, so I think the very first time, the traumatic time, I couldn't pull it out the stem because you're not meant to do that. And I was freaking out, so it was just going like further and further up, and I was like, ugh. And also my nails were, oh my god, cut your nails. My thumbnail was really long, and I was just scratching around on the inside of me. It was fucking horrible, man. So I don't. 10 out of 10, no, 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Yeah. On that note, as you are going to be thrusting to get it out, I thoroughly recommend you go to the toilet before you do it. I once tried to get it out and I had to poop and I almost shat myself. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't actually shit myself, but I almost, yeah. So I just stopped and I did poop and then I pulled it out. See, same with peeing, same muscles, so just do your wee. I mean, yeah, no, just do your wee. Easiest way, I told you the easiest way. Yeah, and I get it out exactly the same way as I put it in, with my leg up on the bar, the other block, and then just like spread it down as far as they can be. So, you know, the idea is that you are able to like change it in a public bathroom, but I just wouldn't, because like I said, I have to strip like my entire bottom half. Yeah, I'm not doing that in a public bathroom unless it's like a private cubicle with a sink and everything, because once you pull it out, you want to like clean it out. You don't want to put like a blood covered cup up your vag. Cleaning, by the way, no, moving on. So yeah, I saw somewhere that like they were like, oh, you should just take a bottle of water with you to the toilet and then rinse it out and then pop it back up again. Like, no, unless you want to, and no judgment, but like that's gross. A bit of judgment. Yeah, that's that. I've got some Mythbusters there, but I didn't do that. Washing it, okay. So after you take it out, obviously, you want to give it a bit of rinse. Like I say, you want to put like blood up you again. If you care about this, and I don't particularly, but I always do it anyway. If you've got like a clear cut, wash it out with cold water because then it won't stain. They won't go like red or like get dyed pinky a little bit, and then wash it. Once it's like washed out, then wash it with warm water to like actually clean it. I didn't wash mine with soap at all during my period, just because I didn't trust my soap enough. I didn't know, like it said it was fragrance free, but I just didn't want to, it's not the time for thrush. It's never the time for thrush, but during a, pandemic, it's definitely not the time for thrush. Yeah. What other things are important? One thing that I didn't expect I'd find really interesting is when you pull it out, like seeing the blood in the cup. It's just interesting. Like mine never really got more than this thing. It was always till about there maybe. Oh look, 6 mil. So 12 went up here as well. Maybe mine got to like 8 mil. And it's just like thick and dark red, like crimson. Yeah, it's just cool. And then like pouring it into the toilet, it makes a little whirlpool. It's kind of cool. It's really gross, but it's kind of cool. It's not that gross. It's from within us. What else do I gotta say? Basically, they're really, really good. I'm only not wearing. Oh yeah, I had another period. This is my second one this month. I'm only not wearing mine now because I wanted to make this video for you. So I've got a organic tampon in. No, genuinely really, really, really good. I don't have to think about my period all day. It's really, really nice. It's like you can take it out in the shower if that's easy for you. But then like I would struggle with that because I have a standalone shower, not like a shower in the bath, because I don't want to wick my leg up. Also, it's not very messy. I thought it'd be really, really messy taking it out. I didn't spill anything ever, and I'm a very, very messy person. I just wicked it out because it comes like, so it comes out like that, and you just got to sort of go whoop. But I think because the blood is so thick, it sort of stays. It's not like loosey-goosey, getting everywhere. Yeah, really, really good. Takes a bit of time to get used to it, definitely, but honestly, it's really, really good. Period blood has a bit of a weird smell, so just wash your hands. Like, obviously you would anyway, but just continue. I can't think of anything else to talk about. Good luck cupping. I've been Liam Solanke, and this has been